Hello everyone, it's Metal Leo at Alex. I'm back again from my pleasant Thanksgiving lunch to continue some more Wolfenstein. And last time where we left off, we were infiltrating Eisenwald prison, and I'd say we're about roughly a third to halfway there. And let's continue on, shall we? Okay, that's my beam shot, just for familiarizing myself. Knock, knock. Oh, toasted him. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's all prisoners right here. Give it all resistance.
Oh, you stupid thing, will you budge? Can somebody help me get this darn thing off? Anybody? Help me, please! Look further, beyond the mountain. Please help. And you'll see the flickering stars up there in the dark void of space.
Who we got?
Gosh almighty, I thought I was a goner. And here you are, back from the dead, to save us all. Imagine that.
Hey, Wyatt.
What have you been up to, Captain Blazkowicz?
Shooting, stabbing, strangling Nazis. Ready to set things straight, Wyatt.
Fantastic. Oh, let's get out of here, shall we? Hey! You close that door! All right, let's get to work.
Ambush the guards.
Blazkowicz! Is there a way into the vent duct up there? Possibly a way out. Yes! Yeah, climb up in there!
Probealarm! Gefangene, bewahren Sie Ruhe!
Shotty. Shotgun. Shotty boom body. Let's do it.
Side for sunrise.
Es ist alles unter Kontrolle. Alle Gefangenen haben sich ruhig zu verhalten.
Time to go, Captain. Let's get out of here together. you pick this lock? My fingers won't work right. They've been chained up for too long.
Come on, lockpick, you bastard.
Thank you, sir. Picked a heck of a time to show up. Heck of a time. Not many of us left still fighting since the war. Spit rough. We get out of here alive. Things are going to change after Blastquits. We got it. Hear that? Reinforcements. They'll bring Halo down on this whole city block. This way, Captain. Wait! Oh, Jesus. There's a Panzer hunt out there. If we run like heck, I think we can make it. Follow me! Come this way, Captain!
Ah, I didn't run and duck in time. What? Really? I'm working here.
This way, Captain. Wait! Oh, Jesus. There's a Panzer hunt out there. If we run like heck, I think we can make it. Follow me!
Wrong.
Come this way, Captain! Yeah, that's right! I think we can pull this off if we work together. Cover me while I open the gate! Out there! Take the lead, Captain! I'll be right behind you! Don't open the next gate! Don't let them kill me! Stay sharp, Cap! We can make it! They just keep coming! Shoot!
Damn it. Okay.
Cap! We can... They just keep coming! Shoot! We're doing it! We're getting out of here!
Come on.
on the other side of this gate! I need you to cover me!
Line them up like fish in a barrel. Enigma. Ooh, double shotgun.
Hey! Captain Blazkowicz! Head up the stairs!
Ah! Damn it. I rushed it. Thought I could get them all. Well, at least I got a thing. So can't be too hard, too disappointed, right? Okay, what are the perks? Front wheels are rising too. He's seeing the fire buttons. Well, this is gonna be interesting. We
got this, Cap! Come on! Come on!
gold helmet. Oh, brain dumb. Oh, I never get tired of that. It's too good.
Das war's! Widerliches Hund!
They don't have exploding tanks on them. Boo. I enjoyed doing that in Old Blood. Blowing them up is much more fun. Blowing them up into fire and guts. Even more funner.
Shoot them! Over here, sir! I got the engine running!
Thank you, Wyatt. You're a good soldier.
Here! Captain Blazkowicz! Sir! You gotta get out of here! Got the car!
We're stealing their Mercedes.
Just drive up the stairs! That's the big window! Come on!
Oh! So much for that.
Crafty, loyal, tenacious.
Uh-oh. Panther.
I can't believe you made it out of there.
Like a guardian angel, she appears.
Do you know how to hotwire a car?
Kommt schon! Feuer!
You might want to go now.
Please tell me you know where to go.
I'm taking you home!
You'll never take us alive, coppers.
There's cameras all over the city. They're tracking us no matter where we go.
Uh-oh.
Nighttime will be easier. With more options. A daytime entrance into the Kreisau Resistance headquarters is not advisable in the list. Never been attempted as far as I know.
Kreisau.
But the skies seem clear. No one's following us. I think we can make a little history today. This is a two-part maneuver. Done right, we should head perfectly into a blind spot. Everybody ready? Go! Now! Run! The good thing about the Nazis is they really are stupid. So long as we're hidden by this mist, no one will see us. Now, for the second part, the jump. Once we're underwater, hold your breath, swim after me. Stay submerged no matter what happens. There are Nazis all around. If you break the surface, they will kill us. Don't hesitate. Jump!
Enter the Kreisau HQ. Central Berlin, the Monuments of Truth. Yeah, right. Truth. Yeah. The Kreisau Circle. You worked with them in Wolfenstein 2009. Now that is acknowledgement.
I'm so sorry. There was no grate in front of that hatch when I left. I've been in prison for almost 3 months. It's gosh dang stupid. Shouldn't have assumed things were like that. Great job keeping us alive out there, Captain. It's good to be home. Climb up over there.
Hold me, I'm freezing.
Max! Oh, feeling mutual, Max!
Put them down, Max. Gently.
Whoa! Stand down! This is Klaus. He's one of us. He was a Nazi before, but he's on our side now.
Easy, Johnny.
How is this possible? We're in the very center of Berlin. You're hiding in plain sight.
It's the last place they would look out.
Will they not hear us?
Best to keep your voice down, then, yeah?
Fuck me. B.J. Blazkowicz. I should have known only you would be dumb enough to do a daytime entry.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back, White.
Caroline, you're alive.
If you call shitting in a bag living, 3 pulverized vertebrae. You?
Head trauma, 4 inches of cast iron shrapnel right in the conch. Still in there.
Severed colon, septic shock, shattered pelvis.
Memory loss, flashbacks, 14 years in a loony bin.
Good to see you, William. So, what can you do?
Hey, Jimi
Your question,
Hendrix.
Wow, so happy to, see you, man. What's it been, 3 months since they hauled you away? Thought you were dead, actually. They send people off to that prison, they, don't come back, you know? It's a trip, and you brought some new cats with you, actual, reinforcements. It's cool, man.
I am hearing interesting things out of London. I have a folder marked Project Whisper, but someone has borrowed it. Klaus, I believe it was. Can you find it and bring it to me, would you please, Captain? Now that you are here, I think we can do great things. Why don't you sit with me, Miss Anya? Listen in on these frequencies. Anything out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much as you can. Here is pen and paper.
Can I use a typewriter?
You know how to type.
Yes. My parents thought I should learn.
Ah, for you to take dictation, prescriptions and such.
Not really. It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology. Then the Blitz came, and I had to go back home. I was only 16.
Well, Doctor, please assist me in figuring out what these damn Nazis are up to.
Caroline Becker. She was a leader of the Kreisau back then, and, well, apparently she survived her beating with Hans and
You
is
can
back
find
in here.
Klaus on the 2nd floor. He should have the folder for Project Whisper.
Yeah, he can wait. I want to talk to you. Reminisce. Won't. Ah, damn it. Last light in England, Paris, September 17th, 1951. The stalwart resistance of the brave people of London has been quelled, claim sources inside London. After the August uprising, which had seemed like a turning point for the resistance fighters, the German tyrants unleashed their latest machine of oppression. A monstrous thing called the London Monitor. Eyewitness reports describing the fight as a massacre with the cobblestone streets drenched in the blood of a brave resistance fighters crushed or gunned down by the giant machine. German elite combat units then proceed to move from block to block, systematically taking out the last remnants of the freedom fighters. Oh, poor Britain. Death's Head, Frau Clinton Engel, and a bunch of other Nazi riff-raff. Regime crosses the Atlantic. Vancouver, January 3rd, 1947. Early this week, a German submarine was sunk in the Cobalt Strait just a few miles off the coast of Cape North. Today, hundreds of ships cross the Atlantic and the first German troops set foot upon Canadian soil. Now is the time to be brave. Now is the time to be brave, said the Prime Minister in emergency radio progress. It's now or never. Our boys at the front line need your support to defend our homeland, to defend our freedom. Royal Air Force down but not out. Liverpool, June 25th, 1945. Royal Air Force suffered major defeat yesterday at Battle of Liverpool. Major losses reported both sides. RAF forced to retreat after losing more than two-thirds of their fighters. But even when forced to overwhelming odds, the brave boys in the skies continue to fight for king country. This fighting spirit may be what constitutes the very essence of Englishness. Us Englishmen, we fight until the very end, said a corner shop owner trying to put out a fire raging inside St. Luke's Church, and I'll be damned if I let Jerry come here and tell us what to do. Was this man channeling the spirit of the RAF pilot Jameson? Jameson, who was shot down above Liverpool yesterday, burst out of his burning wreckage, his body on fire and armed with only a pistol, and killed 4 German paratroopers before finally succumbing himself. Damn! Even as the enemy stands at our doorstep, the RAF will go to hell and back to kick them out of England. Jolly good, boys. Jolly good. Victory in Asia, Berlin, July 8th, 1948. Early Monday morning, a special assault team launched an attack on the last stronghold of the People's Liberation Army. The Chinese Communist. Within hours, the Republic of China surrendered unconditionally. Experts commented that the Japanese government now have no choice but to give up their territorial claims in Asia. Sources close to Field Marshal claim that a plan is being drawn up for both China and Japan, which will transition the two countries into servant states with separate governments and military. These states will be, of course, supremely governed by the superior German Empire. And yep, the Japanese got taken over.
Alone, all right?
Figures. The Red Surrender, Moscow, December 12, 1946. The Cold Russian winter bites hard, but one could not tell looking at the easy smiling faces of victorious German army and the liberated Russian people. Liberated, yeah. They weren't liberated under the Russians, and they aren't liberated under Nazis. They're doomed. They're doomed here. Either way. Last battle against the Red Army took place in Izhevsk. I can't spell it. Following their month-long campaign to seize the Russian capital, a campaign which, after numerous setbacks and hundreds of civilian casualties, caused the Russian people to turn against their own army. With nightly bomb raids by the German Air Force on the Red Army's military factories in the Ural region, it was merely a matter of time before the Russian forces would start to lose their morale. The murderous tyrant Joseph Stalin is yet to be found, but there are rumors circulating that he may have been assassinated by his own men. Good.
I'm not looking to make friends.
Triumph in the East, Berlin, April 4th, 1947. It was a devastating defeat for the Red Army when the German flag was raised on the western side of the river Volga this morning. Battle of Stalingrad. In this case, they actually won. In a statement to our reporter on site, Field Marshal Friedrich Ritter said that the victory is not only thanks to our hard-working and dedicated troops, but also the result of a new weapon that was deployed for the first time in battle. The Panzerhund is a mechanical autonomous beast of war that cannot feel fear and cannot feel remorse. It is the purest form of killing machine, and it will tear the Russians apart, limb by bloody limb. Extra prisoners escape Eisenwald, Berlin, October 30th, October 13th, 1960. Early morning, a small group of prisoners escaped from Eisenwald prison. These prisoners were described by the police as highly dangerous murderers, rapists, and degenerates. The advised public to stay alert, who are people displaying deviant behavior, and report anything that may help track down these individuals. Finally, British tyranny comes to an end. Yeah, tyranny. Right. London, June 21st, 1948. As if blessed by the sun, the German flag hung high this morning over Buckingham Palace to mark the end of a tyrannical monarchy which has plagued the English people for centuries. They don't even do anything anymore. Field Marshal Gerolf Feigenbaum, who led the British invasion, cautioned that armed resistance to be expected for the majority of the British people will soon realize how they have been fooled by the British government's warmongering leaders. Following the surrender of the whole of the Commonwealth now falls under German rule, and the remaining armies have been ordered to stand down. Yeah, the Britain's government now is like a freaking mess, really. They're like jailing people for like wrong thing on Facebook. Moscow in flames. Stockholm, March 16th, 1945. The Red Army were forced to retreat last night from Moscow, engulfed by flames following a week-long German bomb raid. The barrage of mortar fire heard throughout the night and well into early Thursday morning seems to have obliterated what was left in the inner parts of the city. As of yet, there's been no word on the whereabouts of either Joseph Stalin or his high command.
Are you deaf? I'm busy. Fuck off. Jerk.
Hello, Hendrix.
Well-maintained workbench. Don't think Guitar Boy would mind if I borrow it.
Ah. Upgrade. Yeah, his name's Jay. He has the hair, the clothes, similar guitar. Yeah, it's Jimi friggin' Hendrix. I don't care what anyone says, reference or not. And that's fucking awesome. Love Jimi Hendrix. Favorite song? All Along the Watchtower. The masterpiece that, of course, was played in this game's first debut trailer. Way back. And it was so good. Seriously, that first trailer to New Order is still, to this day, one of my all-time favorite trailers in gaming. Yeah, part of his head is missing. Whoa. Memorial of some kind, I guess. E.J. Blazkowicz, 1960. After spending the last 14 years in a vegetative state, B.J. comes back to a world ruled by Nazis. There's still hope. Hidden away in the center of Berlin is the small resistance group led by B.J.'s old friend Caroline Becker. Yup. B.J. joins the group, hoping that together they can liberate the world from Nazis. Kind of weird that this is even a thing since we're technically playing as him. So we already know all that. There he is.
Must be Max's room.
Poor guy. Half his head.
Max hiding in there is at the Project Whisper folder. Either need a crowbar or find a way around.
Poor guy. Half his head got apparently blown off, and now he's, you know, now he got turned into this. Japan pushed back. Another threat approaches. Changping, March 7th, 1948. It was a proud moment for the Republic of China and the People's Liberation Army as the Japanese were pushed back into the Hubei province. Yet from the north, another dark menace approaches at a swift pace. The German army has overthrown the brave Russian Empire and is now moving towards China. During a rousing speech earlier today, the chairman spoke of his faith in the Chinese people. A unified China cannot be defeated, he said. A unified China cannot be conquered. A unified China will never surrender. Mao Zedong, probably. Another murderous psychopath. When Die Käfer was formed by 4 Englishmen from Liverpool and Nazi-controlled Great Britain, they were faced with a choice: either start singing German or face banning entertainment by the Nazi regime. Die Käfer chose to adopt the names. They changed their name, learned how to sing in German. Currently, they're touring Europe to promote their latest Boot album. They're innocuous pop music with hidden codes to subvert the original meaning of the lyrics. Yep, they're the Beatles. Either sing in German or don't sing at all. Atomic bomb hits America. Paris, December 21st, 1948. The largest bomb ever invented was dropped 13 hours ago in New York, largely decimating Manhattan and killing over 200,000 people. It's an atomic bomb, said our great leader it's an atomic bomb, right in a radio said our great leader in a radio broadcast speech to the public. 20,000 times more powerful than the biggest bomb ever created, but more than a bomb. This is a warning to the American people. America surrenders. Washington, December 24th, 1948. Speaking to the American people in the falling snow on Christmas Eve, the President of the United States declared the government's total surrender to the German military army. Damn it, Truman. The announcement comes just days after the atomic bomb was dropped on New York. This final act of violence may have saved millions of lives that would have resulted from a land invasion of America, said the German leader in a press statement following the announcement. Yeah, it's a reverse. I applaud the president for taking such a brave decision. After the president's speech, a spectacular show is put on by the invading troops parading down the streets of Washington to the roaring sound of German jet fighters passing by overhead. Even more spectacular were the massive mechanical beasts known as Panzerhunden, or armored dogs, hulking over the crowds. Damn. This is the terror threat over. Berlin, October 30th, 1960. A strange feeling of serenity comes over me as I walk my morning promenade along Unter den Linden. At first, I struggle to understand what this feeling comes from and why I haven't felt it for so long, and then it hits me. For the last 6 months, there has been no terrorist activity, no ruthless killing sprees against innocent civilians, no car bombs in peaceful neighborhoods, no suicide attacks on public transports. Has the secret police once for all won the war against terrorism? Yeah, terrorism. America rises from the ashes. Yeah, a different America. The American spirit rises in the shadow of the mushroom-shaped cloud that was produced by Germany's evil atom bomb when it hit New York. Cells of freedom fighters have assembled across the country and are taking up arms, though targeted attacks on German VIPs and bombings of crucial military installations. The American resistance is making it very difficult for the invaders to remain in control. Reports from the German invaders have become so desperate they are shipping elite anti-rebel units from China to prevent the insurrection from spreading. Eyewitness accounts also describe mass executions as civilians' punishments for attacks performed by the freedom fighters. The liberation of America has begun. Washington, January 7th, 1949. The honorable German peace troops embarked on nationwide victory tour this week. Goal of operation to liberate oppressed American people. Right, oppressed. And protect them from dangerous insurgent elements. All remaining American military personnel are advised to stand down to report to the nearest German checkpoint. Once there, they will be issued a labor card assigning them to work on rebuilding the country according to superior cultural standards of the new regime. Yeah, superior. Yeah, right. Germany has betrayed us. Rome, October 13th, 1949, and so we must face the bitter truth. We, the Italian people, have been fooled into thinking that our northern ally would be our country's salvation and a collaborator in rebuilding Italy to its former glory. Well, that's what the reports from the north are coming in describing German tanks and infantry turning against our soldiers and attacking our own people. Witnesses describe horrible scenes of whole villages burnt and plundered. We are now just days away from a complete invasion, and our weak government's incapable of doing anything about it. I advise all Italians not to surrender. Do not bow to the will of the invaders. Rise and take up arms. Do whatever you can to fight back against tyranny. Rise for freedom. Yeah, I hope we get to see Italy in another Wolfenstein game. That'd be fun. But yeah, in World War II, when Mussolini got kicked to the can, Hitler came and took over. Well, tried to. We eventually beat them back, albeit costly. Benevolent liberators guard China's border. Shanghai, October 25th, 1953. Thanks to the ingenuity of German engineers, the Great Wall of China has been reinforced and upgraded by our benevolent German liberators. Hundreds of powerful automatic flat cannons have been installed along the wall, guarding the airspace from any potential invaders from the Mongolian territories. Elite German troops have also been stationed from one end to the other to guard the border. This is a great act of generosity bestowed by our benevolent liberators, systematically making the beginning of a new era of peace in Asia. Yeah, Italy, China, Japan. I want to see these places, well, Wolfensteined up, if you get my drift. America loses naval supremacy. Tokyo, August 20th, 1946. The Americans are on their knees. Field Marshal Franz Gustav Byers told the gathered reporters during today's press conference. The superior German submarine fleet, accompanied by the loyal Japanese allies, has helped Germany achieve a major victory in the Pacific, with more than half of the American fleet destroyed at the Battle of Leyte Gulf alone. Leyte Gulf, the largest naval battle in World War II. Except in this case, we lost, rather than won. Oy vey, what a shame. Oh wait, I read this.
Oh, it's so good to be home, Captain. You know, I think I might need to catch some Z's. Yep. I'll see you when I wake up, okay? There's a lot of Nazis out there we gotta deal with. A lot of Nazis.
Probst Wyatt III. Huh. What kind of a name is Probst? Never heard of such a name. Ugh. Yeah, except you got flies and crawling around. I was just cleaning it up. What? I'm all the way over here. How did it open? Crowbar. A lot of drone equipment. Oh, part of the robot from before. Drones, dogs, and guard robot parts. Yay, knives. Must be a throwing board for target practice. Chain. Probably a break later. Oh, looky. A bed. Well, for anyone who's seen my Old Blood playthrough, you know what this means.
Dreaming. Strange dream. The killing never stops. Till
Well,
I die.
Wolfenstein 3D level. Yes. Oh, how I miss these. Not really, but they have it has its moments. Let's see how this lasts. Hopefully not too long. Silencer from before. What? No map? Ah! Well, that's the first time I've lost one. Let me try again. I'm trying again.
Why don't you sit with me, Miss Anya? Listen in on these frequencies. Anything out of London, make a note of the time and write down as much. Here is pen.
Well maintained.
You prescriptions and such.
Not really. It was useful during my time at the University of London for my doctorate in archaeology.
Max, ich suche schon die ganze Zeit nach dem Hammer. Hast du ihn gesehen?
McDawes.
You know about before going off on you like that. It's a force of habit.
No worries, Johnny Cowboy. It's not the first time it happens.
Yeah, perhaps you should consider removing them tattoos.
I will, in time. I was, as you Americans say, all wet when I got them. And I'm sorry to say it was a very proud moment of my life. I want removing them to be an even prouder moment. No more Nazis, no more tattoos.
So long as you don't get in the way of me killing Nazis, we'll see eye to eye. Caroline's looking for a document folder, Project Whisper.
Ruhige sich, Junge. Max doesn't speak English very well, but he does know Project Whisper. It's a risky business operation. He knows what it'll cost us to pull it out. Max doesn't like violence. He doesn't want to see anyone get hurt. Alles in Ordnung, mein Sohn. Wir werden für dich kämpfen.
Caroline said you borrowed the folder. Do you have it here?
I did take it 2 days ago, but I put it back. Go to the ground floor. The folder should be in the drawer in a desk in her room, where I left it. Make a looky-loo in Caroline's room. The folder should be inside a desk.
Must be Max's room. What is Max hiding in there? Is that the Project Whisper folder? Either need a crowbar or find a way around.
Oh, it's so good to be home, Captain. You know, I think I might need to catch some Z's. Yep. I'll see you when I wake up, okay?
Thank you.
Yep.
Seems to be in order.
Well, try again. Hey, we didn't even need to hold the button down in Old Blood. Why'd they...
Strange dream. The killing never stops. Till I die.
I wonder if I can get the perks through here. Bullet feeder, kill it well mounted. Magazine size. Like before, we're looking for a key. Key. No key. Damn it. Oh, it sucks they don't give you a map like they did in Old Blood. Makes things going... It's gonna make things going through this much longer. Yeah! Gun magazine. Perk. So glad I can do this. Kills in the shotgun shrapnel mode. Huh, that must come later. Assault rifle. Double Lugers. Dual wielding, how I love thee. Huh, loops around. What? How'd he get there? He literally just spawned there. What the hell? What? Fuck you. Ugh. Whew. Oh crap, I should have been doing ducks too. Maybe on the next one.
Max, I really need you to step aside. Max, bitte. Geht zur Seite. Das ist wichtig.
Max, komm her! Komm mal! Alles in Ordnung. Alles wird gut sein. Komm her. I'm sorry. I should have known you would have taken it.
Schlaf, Kindlein, schlaf. Der Vater hört dich auf. Die Mutter schüttelt's Bäumelein. Da fällt er ein Träumlein. Kindlein, schlaf. Na, schläfst du?
Got the folder. Got everything. Hello, Jimmy.
Leave me alone, all right?
Yeah.
I don't know you, and I'm not looking to make friends.
What? You didn't say jerk this time. What the hell?
Much obliged, Captain Blazkowicz. You ready for an assignment?
Oh, yeah.
Friends and comrades, this is it. Project Whisper. It's been in development for years. A helicopter aircraft. The Nazis have found a way to make it virtually silent in flight and undetectable by means of radar. Anya has decrypted the Nazi chatter out of London and located the only 3 prototypes in existence at the London Nautica research facilities there. With Captain Blazkowicz on the team, we are finally strong enough to strike at their operations. The days of scurrying like rats are over. With these machines in our possession, we can go anywhere, hit anything. We will rebuild the Kreisau Circle, arm ourselves to the hilt. We will rise up and take down Death's Head for good. They think the war's over, that we are weak, beaten, don't have the guts to oppose them. And as always, they are wrong.
I've got a 14-hour drive. I've got a sinus infection. I haven't had a full night's sleep in 8 months. So let's go, people. Because I'm not doing this again.
Thank you for doing this, man.
Stop. I just want to get this over with.
Someone's war weary. Can hardly blame him. Blondie, like Hitler's dog. London, England. What's left of it.
Danke. Sie können passieren. Anita!
Oh, Hitler.
Ugh.
Fucking Nazi twin.
Well, London's a slum. Like it's rapidly become now.
This big fucking disgraceful building is a London Nautica. This used to be downtown London. Used to be fighting in the streets over here. I mean, furious, unrelenting resistance. And then the Nazis brought in the London Monitor and everything went to shit from there. They just do whatsoever they please now. They just fucking leveled everything and erected this fucking monstrosity. It's a top Nazi research facility, this is. Aviation, space, all kinds of evil shit transpiring. Caroline and the other pilots should be over the radio tower by now, you see it. Anya's operating the radio back in Berlin. You can reach him using this. This is where you get off. So long, Blazkowicz. You make this count, all right?
Will do, Bob. That's one way to make an interest.
It's all up to you now, Blazkowicz. We are moving into position at the top of the radio tower, approximately 7 blocks from your location. You'll have to find a way to the top floor of the Nautica and open the hangar doors. That way me and the other pilots can get inside.
Sheesh. He took one for the team, just like that. Gold plate statue. Werner von Braun. 1912. Oh, yeah. The famous rocket scientist. Oh, Bob. Guess we're not seeing him for the rest of the game. Shame. Well, not going that way. Key trapped.
William, I'm looking at blueprints of the building. It's a long way to the top.
Stupid dog. You make me look good instead. Air Force commanders in the Nazi Air Force, often cowardly, paper pushers get promoted because they had connections. Handguns, staying behind cars as much as they can, radio HUD-kiss, their commanders take them outside before they sound the alarm. Yup. Lower perks again. Thrown knives. Well, I don't have a knife to... I did not have a knife to throw, so... couldn't do it. Overcharged health. Oh!
Bobby's death will not be in vain.
No signs of London Monitor. We might be okay, assuming we don't crash our hang gliders.
Ow. Made me an entrance. I love how all the oil and fuel like springs out of the robot when you kill it. It just looks cooler. Enigma code. That could have gone better. Yeah, this is not going to be much of a cakewalk of a game. And I appreciate it for that. London Nautica. Finally. Direct regeneration. Coal miners happy with new labor rules. Birmingham, October 15th, 1960. Representatives of the coal miners of Reichsgau Britannien announced today that they were very pleased with the new labor regulations suggested by the London office. These new regulations will ensure good working conditions while increasing the overall productivity of coal mining in the region, said the Reichsstahlhalter Newman when interviewed. A group of coal miners in Birmingham confirmed their satisfaction with the new regulations this morning. It's good that our leaders think about our health, said father of two, James Brixton. Things have really changed for the better since the war. Safe or secret, probably. Fossil of a new species discovered in Dorset. Lyme Regis, October 15th, 1960. Dorset, affectionately known as Jurassic Coast, has been the focus point of the scientific world community for the last month when the fossil of a new species of marine reptile was uncovered. Paleontologist Helmut Lehmann has been trying to find a way to recreate extinct animals for a suggested prehistoric zoo. These latest findings could be just what we've been looking for, said the professor when we met him at a local cafe this week. And if we can harness these animals correctly, they may be beneficial to our military too. Dinosaurs instead of tanks, we'll just have to wait and see. Well, if this universe is any indication, they can probably do it. Although, Nazi dinosaurs, yeah, as a dinosaur fanatic myself, I'm not exactly with that. Ah, marksman rifle.
Okay. You put a Nazi on the moon. Fuck you, moon.
That's funny. Fuck you, moon. Dead moon. That's just hilarious. Yeah. I'll take Splinter Cell's lockpicking over this any day. Marksman.
Inside the moon dome is a door to the maintenance section. Look for a door on the outer wall near to the top of the dome.
the marksman rifle. Or any marksman rifle, really. Nice museum. Except for the whole Nazis taking over the world part. Or landing on the moon for that matter. Boo. Crime rate down in quarantine blocks. London, October 15th, 1960. Police are seeing a trend of diminishing crime rates in the London quarantine blocks. It is quite safe now for the denizens of the quarantines to take a stroll down the streets, said Police Chief Bruno Winkler. Murder cases are at a historic low, he added. That the benevolent treatment of the citizens by the new regime has had a positive effect on the decent folk of the city. We are also seeing an increase in the number of reports filed on deviant behavior by both neighbors and family members. Right. Okay, there was this. Yep.
The door to the maintenance section is in the star field about halfway to the top of the dome. Can you find a way to reach it?
Yeah. Like that. Shortcut indeed. brained him. Well, I guess I'm not getting what secret was back there.
Hopefully the elevators haven't suffered any damage from the blast.
Nope, they've suffered quite a bit, actually.
Shooting the brakes off an elevator. What could go wrong? Better stand on the counterweight.
Counter. Wait. Ah, this thing. Bye-bye. Ow, hit my head. A lab.
I think I found something.
What do you see?
Ancient artifacts. Highly technological in nature. Parchment. Looks like Hebrew. I think the Nazis are trying to reverse engineer all this stuff.
Are there any identifying marks?
Dot? You should. Dog, Abel, apostrophe. Abel, Tara, space, yoke, item, Charlie, Hal, Uncle Dog.
Might be something in our archives, Anya. See if you can find any references to Dot Yishud.
Will do. Be careful out there.
I like her, Blaskowitz. Good catch. Be sure to bring as much of this Dot Yishud stuff as you can carry.
Will do.
Dot you should. What are they doing with freaking Jewish tech? Not with Jewish stuff. I wonder what that means. Dot you should. Creating the Perfect Mind. Brussels, October 10th, 1960. As many as the key figures of computational science, Dr. Ernst Brandt was the inventor of the first AI system to be used in one of General Strauss's war machines, the Panzerhund. Now his gaze on fixed on the next challenge, the creation of the smartest non-human intelligence in existence. There are as many benefits for society if such an artificial being could be created, said the soft-spoken doctor to us when we met him last week in the Modern School of Computer Science in Brussels, not least because it can help us automatize the process of determining who is a decent citizen and who is not. It is a tantalizing thought indeed, which is why General Strauss has granted Brandt an increasing funding in his research project. Huh. Hebrew lettering, huh? Wonder what that could mean. Map. Creating the Perfect Mind. Wait a minute. Did I read this? Yeah, I did. Huh.
One more. Right. Let's fire it up.
Cool. I love the laser physics in this game, man. Laser craftwork. Power to the laser. Prototype weapon, very efficient against heavily armored and mechanized units. Primary mode fires bursts of lethal energy. Secondary is for cutting through chains and thin sheets of metal. Shooting and shooting. Press and fire to aim. Pressing in front of power station. Yup. That's cool. Huh. Well, whoever's in there, good luck to ya.
You should be very close. The hangar is where the Project Whisper helicopter prototypes were kept.
Flask. Battery charged. Animal hybridization soon reality. Rome, September 2nd, 1960. A new paper released today revealed the release Results of recent research into animal hybridizations by the group of bioengineers at the London Nautica. I wouldn't rule out crocoduck in the not-so-distant future, said a happy scientist when asked about the practical implications of the research. Should I or should I quote Ian Malcolm?
There's my helicopters. That's it. Engineering. That's your bottom dollar is.
Dual marksmans. Oh no. Heavy robot.
Right. Nazi's dead. Nazi robot's dead. Broke all your shit. Helicopter secured.
Heh. Broke all their shit, indeed. I love it. I love it. Where's my health? Thank you for health.
There's a control room on the upper level. From there, you can open the hangar.
Okay then, all secrets found. Yep. Nazi dead. Nazi robots dead. All shit broken. Ah, only we found most of the gold and only some of the Enigma codes. Gibraltar Bridge opened. Madrid, October 3rd, 1957. The biggest bridge ever built was originally inaugurated yesterday, even in front of a gathered crowd of top Nazi politicians as well as specially invited upstanding citizens in the area. The honor of cutting the ribbon went, of course, to our beloved leader, who was flown in from Berlin this morning and held a short but powerful speech afterwards in front of the impressive construction crossing the Gibraltar Strait. I was moved to tears, said Wilma, a local shop owner. He has such a way with words. Yeah, rambling, tateful words that, ripped straight out of Mussolini's playbook. She wasn't the only one moved to tears. Gunther Grunwald, head engineer of the project, received a special thanks from our leader. I am speechless, said Grunwald afterwards. I don't know what to say. Broken computer. Says there's something here, but don't know where. Ah, there it is.
Well done, Blazkowicz. Don't move, you are getting visitors.
You folks are crazy.
Oh my god! Look out! No, Klaus! Klaus, are you alright?
Are you okay, mister? Nothing broken.
Gosh, dang it, Klaus! Be more careful, alright? I can't have you dying on me. Captain, pick up Caroline, put her in the pilot seat of the last helicopter.
Love the soundtrack so far.
Come pick me up, Blazkowicz. I don't have all day.
I'm coming.
My hero.
Nice. Helicopters. VTOLs, specifically.
All aboard!
How did you survive? I thought you were dead.
Don't remember much. Remember punching Hans Gross in the face.
Yup.
Remember ascending into the sky. For moments there, I thought I was going to heaven. Then falling, then pain. First pain of my life. Felt like my insides were running out through my back. Could barely move. Had to crawl. They found me after 3 days in a ditch. Long months in a Kreisauer hospital bed. They were shoving tubes in me. Infection. These things I don't want to remember.
Sorry about your legs.
Don't be. I've learned how to fly.
Yup.
Caroline! These things won't fit inside the tunnel!
Yes, they will. Trust me.
No way, no way, no way!
Have you finished complaining? For now, this is top priority. What is the dot ye should? How can we get in contact with them? Anya, what do we know?
Very little, but I have some ideas.
Good. Anya, you take the lead on this. Blazkowicz, whatever she needs, you help her find it, yeah?
William, I could use your help. Could you come over here for a second?
Yeah, the anti-gravity of the Black Sun dimension portals. Yeah, must have pulled her up when that one activated. Wolfenstein 2009. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Acknowledge that game. I don't care what anyone says. Bobby's letter. Charlotte, do you remember the red cat? How it begged by our window and how you fed it shrimps, or the snail on the porch we fell down the table to your knee? Who fell down the table into your knee? Do you remember the sunny side of Primrose Hill?